Alright, this is the second video in the Memory of Chaos series, and we'll be doing the second fight. So, the teams. First of all, you want Fire Trailblazer, Asta, Hook, and QQ for the first team to make a fire team, because all enemies are weak to the fire element. For the second team, you're going to want a lightning team with Serval, Tingyan, Arlan, and March 7th. All for the same reason, all enemies are weak to the lightning element, so it's just a really strong 4-star team. Now, this first set of enemies, there's not much to it, both are the same, and they're pretty simple because once their weakness broken, their pattern restarts. So you only see their first and maybe second attacks during the whole battle, so there's not much to it. You get a tile, a shield, and weakness break. Use Asta's skill here to fully stack her passive, and start chipping away at the boss's toughness bar. Now we'll fish for an enhanced basic here, which we've got, and we'll attack the mask. So, that guy does regenerate all characters' energy, so it's just a really nice enemy to kill early on.
Look at the draw.
I'm gonna save Asta's ultimate until she gets her next attack off. Just because we want that speed buff for longer.
Scared yet?
There, now we'll use the ult.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
And our free enhanced basic attack. No crits. We're gonna save Trailblazer's ultimate for when the boss recovers its toughness bar. Alright, now we can use Trailblazer.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Well, I guess we'll get another enhanced basic if we can. There we go, some nice damage.
No manner. Who will it be?
And weakness break the boss again. And it should die before it gets its next turn. If you're a little stronger, you can probably do this in 37 turns easily. Although 36 still isn't too bad for a free-to-play or even 4-star team. So we got out of that with all of our ults pretty charged up, so we're in good condition for the second fight. So this is really important. Make sure to use Asta's skill before you use any ultimates, because you do want her passive fully stacked up.
Please, and victory!
I'm on guard.
Alright.
Time for mischief! Here I come! Scared yet?
And yeah, this fight's pretty much just the same as the first, so I'll just speed it up, so that you're just not watching the same fight twice. The rest of this battle is pretty simple. Just make sure you're using your skill points well, so that Hook's always getting her skills off. And then any excess can go to QQ, because those enhanced basic attacks hurt. But just don't strain it to the point where Asta's not getting enough skill points to weakness break the boss. Alright. So 35 turns remaining isn't too bad. We still got quite a bit of time. And for the enemies, we're gonna target the right one first, just because Arlan sacrificing his own HP is gonna be really annoying if we go for Grizzly second. So we'll charge up Tingyan and then attack with Serval.
Try that again!
We'll save up Tingyan's ultimate because Serval does have enough ultimate energy to get her ult off with just a skill. And it just be energy wastage.
You can fight it or rock with it.
And there we go, the boss's weakness broken, the bombs are blown up, and we're in pretty good condition so far. boss's next attacks aren't really too much to worry about. It's a buff and a taunt, so you don't have to worry about any damage coming your way.
Ready to lose your? You can fight it or rock with it. Is that all you? Let me pay you back tenfold.
Alright, so the only thing we have to worry about right now is making sure that March 7th gets that shield on Arlen so he doesn't accidentally die.
Fight to win. Songs for you. Keep up.
My turn.
And you absolutely do not want to use March 7th's ultimate here because freezing the boss just slows down the fight.
Pretty good crowd to turn it up.
Let's be friends.
Haven't learned your lesson.
Alright, and now the boss summons the bombs again, which are really good for us.
Let's rock. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it.
So at this point, you can use March 7th's ult to break the boss's toughness bar or for extra damage, because he's not going to summon those ads anymore, so it doesn't matter. His attacks are delayed at this point.
Fight to win.
Tough luck running into the...
And of course, the next attacks are going to give buff and a taunt.
Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
We'll just chip away at the toughness bar in case we need it. Let's charge up Circle's ultimate here.
Ready to lose your? You can fight it or rock with it. This song's for keep up.
And yeah, that fight's just really easy.
The best is yet
Okay,
to
so we
come.
do have the We Are Wildfire light cone on March 7th, which is why I can run without a healer. But you could probably still do it for the second fight. It may just be a little bit of RNG. So we'll use Team and support so that her ult's ready for the next battle.
Try that again.
Okay, and yeah, this stage is really easy because the boss just clearly says who he's going to be attacking.
1,000 wonders
Oh, that was a
to
waste.
raise your- Fight is fun.
Ready to lose yourself?
Well,
You can
that
fight
small
it
mistake won't cost us,
or rock with
but
it.
it does lower our efficiency by a little bit.
Here.
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold. Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up.
Yeah,
The moment.
overall this fight's just pretty easy. I may speed it up because I don't think anything important is going to happen. So it's just going to be the same loop because boss just goes into that lock on into another single target and so forth. So for the rest of the fight, just make sure you're managing your skill points well so you're not running into the situation where March 7th's turn comes up and she doesn't have enough skill points to shield an ally. That's just a really risky play, and then you might have to rely on her ult to chance freeze the boss. And yeah, it's just a lot of RNG, and you're just better off avoiding. Alright, and while it may have looked close, we weren't all that close. Serval still had her ultimate, so she could have easily cleared that up. And we definitely lost a turn in the first phase, and probably about a turn or even a turn and a half in the second set of enemies. So we'll move on to the characters next. Alright, let's start with Fire Trailblazer. Pretty standard. You just got defense, speed, and energy regeneration, and you're pretty solid. For the light cone, you just want anything that increases defense and or has the taunting ability. Relics, you just want Native Purity Palace to increase all allies' speed. And for your stats, you pretty much want to focus on defense, but I had to switch gear with March 7th here. Speed, defense, and energy regeneration. Alternatively, you can go for defense here if you don't value the ult as much and you just need more shields. Alright, for the second character, Asta. Asta, pretty much just want to focus on speed and having enough HP to survive through the first battle. For the light cone, I want this one to increase Hook's damage by 18%. The traces here, they're both bonus abilities are actually pretty important and they help out Hook a lot. And then other than that, increasing the ultimate and talent for more buffs. Relics, just want Musketeer of Wild Wheat to move as often as possible, going with HP, speeds, and energy regeneration. Who's next? Hook. Pretty standard DPS. I didn't do anything too crazy with her. Went with the Woof Walk Time Light Cone because it's just great since the enemies are always going to be burned. You can get the Innocence bonus ability because it's just really nice. Other than that, increasing your ult and skill. For Relics, you just want Firesmith of Lava Forging. It's just a good fire set and helps her enhance basic attacks. And then crit rate, attack, fire damage, and attack. You can probably go speed if you've got the speed boots. For the next character, QQ. So, the main DPS of the team, want the Make the World Clamor Light Cone. Really nice for the 20% energy, or the 20 energy and the 32% ult damage boost. For the Relics, just want with the Genius of Brilliant Stars, because it's just a really nice quantum set, going with crit rate, attack, quantum damage, and attack. If you have an energy regeneration rope, that could be useful as well. For the second team, Serval was the main DPS, and he was built pretty standard, honestly. The Serious Smith of Breakfast is just a great light cone, and you can get for free through the Memory of Chaos shop. Traces, make sure to get this String Vibration for the bonus energy at the start of battle, and then just upgrade your ultimate and skill. Also, she has a lot of crit rate, minor traces throughout, so make sure to grab all those. For the Relics, I went with the 2 times Sizzling Thunder and a 2 Musketeer, just because I didn't want to farm for 2 good pieces of Thunder for the body and boots, and then upgrade them to plus 12 and plus 15. It's just a lot of farming that I don't need to do. So I went with attack, lightning damage, and attack. For the chest piece, you can go crit rate or even crit damage if you want to take advantage of all her crit boosts and the traces, and then maybe an energy regeneration rate on the rope if you want to spice things up a bit. For Ting Yun, pretty much just want to focus on damage. The Light Cone, this is nice for advancing allies' actions forward. And then just upgrade the ultimate and skill or the ultimate and passive and skill as much as possible. And then also the bonus ability for the bonus speed. For the Relics, just Musketeer of Wild Wheat for the bonus attack, so she's given more buffs. I did have to break it up because I did not have a good attack percentage chest piece for her. Other than that, just focus on attack and then some energy regeneration. I don't have any speed boots and she does have 127 speed, so speed's not much of an issue. For the next character, Arlan. The wild card of the team was very risky, always being at like 1 HP throughout those battles, but was a decent sub DPS and gave us the damage we needed to get that in 28 turns. I went this Light Cone because Arlan's always going to be below the enemy's health. Traces, nothing too important. You're not going to get Revival off, and Endurance is okay, but I don't think there was any DOTs in that second stage other than Bleed. I just went with the Eagle of Twilight line because I didn't want to farm a whole new relic set, and the 4-piece passive is pretty decent. Other than that, standard DPS of crit rate, speed, attack, and attack. Actually, I didn't have a lightning elemental spear, so Arlan just got an attack. And now for the last character, March 7th. So, mostly just want to focus on defense and speed, just so that she's giving those shields as fast as possible and making sure they're big enough to actually tank the damage. We Are Wildfire was a very important light cone here, because it's the reason we could run without a healer due to that healing between stages. Versus, just upgrade the skill and probably the reinforced bonus ability for longer shields. And then for the relics, just Knight of Purity Palace. Pretty standard with some defense, speed, defense, and defense. You don't need energy regeneration here because we weren't using our ult at all. Anyways, that is all for this one. I'm going to try uploading these at least once a week so that I have time to farm for gear and resources throughout the weekdays and then record them on the weekend, because it does take some time to farm up 8 characters that I don't really use that often. So yeah, once a week is the goal. Thanks for watching.